Okay, in the last installment, we opened our spreadsheet and let it do its thing. In this video, we're going to take the task scheduler, TAS, and we are going to tell it to close the computer or close the spreadsheet. Now, there's a problem with this, and the problem is that this thing is only designed to open things. So in order to close things, we need to actually make our own program that does this. So we'll leave this minimized. We'll minimize that down to the tray. And I want to open a thing called a notepad. Type in N-O-T. And it's a little desktop app. It's super handy, easy, lightweight. And we're going to create what's called a batch file. And the batch file is going to execute two commands. The first one is going to be called task, 2Ks, task kill, /im, quote, SOFFICE.exe. That's the executable file that's running OpenOfficeCalc. Hit return key, TASKKILL, task kill /im, same thing, SOFCE. This is different, this is the binary. So we're going to close these two things, right? And when we do this, run this file, it's going to run two task kills. So let's do a save as. And this part's a little bit tricky as well. I'm just going to put this on the desktop because that's the easiest place to find these sorts of things. And let's see, we'll call this little batch file close calc. We got to put the point BAT in. Anything that has that as its suffix will be run as a little mini program, a little scripted program. Save that right there. So close calc is what we want to tell the scheduler to run. I don't need this anymore. And now what I can do is go back over here to the scheduler, and we're going to create a new task. And let's see, this is going to be called let's make it a small oOCalc close. So we have oOCalc open, oOCalc close, and I'm going to give it privileges, and we'll move over to the next piece, which is the trigger. We need a new trigger. This is going to look very similar to what we had before. I bet it takes me another few minutes to get this all added together. So I'm going to guess I can finish by 15, hopefully. And through here, hit OK. And now we have our trigger, and here's our action. We need a new action. And this is the script that we just created. So we're going to browse for it. And we need to look on the desktop. And I believe we called it close calc, which is, just to make sure, a Windows batch file. Okay. So that'll run close calc. It's interesting, you run a start program that says close something, but that's what we're left with. That's how it works. Conditions. I don't care about AC power, especially when I'm doing these. If I have that on, it won't run. And yes, let's wake the computer to run this task if we needed to. And look into settings. Everything looks on par there. Let's switch this back down to an hour. I believe there's another spot over here where we can set that, and I don't think I set it before, but We'll get that later. Hit OK. And now down here I do have a copy of OpenOffice Calc that's up. I'm going to pop that up and have a look at it. And what I want to make sure has happened is that this is saved right here. And from our previous series of programming, we actually didn't program in an autosave. So that's something that we're going to need to be aware of and have to go back and fix after we finish this. We'll minimize that. This appears to be ready to run here in about a minute, so I'm going to close this and open this up, and we'll see if it shuts down here. Wow, worked good. Awesome. So other than editing out that dead time, that was a one take video. I am psyched.